Good morning from day 3, the final day of D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event. Today is Sunday. It is the last day of the event. And we're checking out whatever's left to check out on the show floor. We're also going to Donald Duck's 90th Quacktacular at 12:45. And then we'll see whatever else we can get ourselves into. The Imagineering Pavilion has some new things in it from last night's presentations, new models, and new figures, I think. And so we're going to go check that out here in a bit. But yeah, let's head on into the expo and see what we can find today. Several stores today are standby, not virtual queue only, so Mickey's of Glendale is one. The lines actually doesn't look too long, that's probably about a 30-minute wait, but it's probably because there's limited merchandise still available. Probably won't go back in there today. We've already gone in there, and that's in the first day's video if you didn't see that. I believe the only things that had virtual queues still were the pen stores and the marketplace. It's a bit of a line to get into Imagineering today, probably because several models from last night's announcements have been revealed. This line's going that way, and then there's also one on the other side, which is a little confusing. But we are going to go check this stuff out here in a little bit. We're going to give it time to die down a little bit, because I'm sure later in the day it will. If not, we'll just jump in the line and go in anyway. Pixar booth just gave out an anxiety pin just for coming to the booth. That's a lot of fun. Friday there was this section of the Pixar booth behind the curtain. Turns out it was the Dream Productions, which is the new Inside Out Disney Plus series coming in 2025. It was announced Friday night. Cool photo op, sitting in a chair next to the unicorn, and then you can kind of see, I guess, maybe these are some of the episodes that'll be part of the show. Like it seems like every episode might be like a whole different dream, so I don't know, that's just a guess. Zombie llamas. It seems like that'd be an interesting episode for sure. Canva's doing a make your own tote bag with some D23 characters and pictures, and you can add text to it. It's not too bad of a line for it either, so that's a really cool freebie, customizable freebie. Haven't gotten to do that yet, but that seems really cool. So there's not much D23 specific stuff left, mainly these varsity jackets and the other kind of jacket and the journals. That's about it for the D23 merch, but some of the studio merch is still available. A lot of this California merch is still available, pretty much all of it, and then the Walt Disney Company stuff is still available. But I mean, that's to be expected. It's the last day of the expo. There's also not even any sort of line to get into the store at all, so that's kind of nice.
Within 5 minutes of coming up with this door vault idea, we were like, that would make the coolest ride. So we've been waiting for 25 years for this, you know.
Imagineering takes its time, right? So to P's point, it's amazing to get a chance to work with Pixar across all of the, not only the films you make, but how they translate into the parks, and understand that this was a ready-made story for us, and we're excited to bring it to them.
The Citizen booth has a photo op with this mural of Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and Daisy. And then also they're selling watches. They're currently 30% off for the expo. And then also after you take a picture, you get this little art piece of the mural, which is also being painted outside, spray painted, and it is almost complete. One of the additions to the Imagineering Pavilion is on the Disney Adventure World for Paris model. Now has the Lion King attraction and Pride Rock as part of the model. They added it since last night, and that was one of the things announced for the park. So it's cool to see that here in the pavilion. Here at the Target booth to get the last of the 3 Bullseye pins. Got my token. Today's pin and the final one is Bullseye holding a pretzel. These are pretty great. I'm glad that I was able to collect all 3 of these. Love it. Over here in the Disney Junior section, Disney Junior's Ariel meeting and greeting. She doesn't usually meet and greet in the parks. She did meet for the Disney D23 day a few days ago. But that's pretty cool to see. Maybe she'll become more of a regular at the Disney Junior attractions in Hollywood and California. That's not confirmed, just a little speculation.
Finales and productions, and it was kind of one of those slow periods, and I got thinking about it, and I said, we haven't really done a Donald Duck short or anything. It'd be fun to do something. It's what I call our Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney moment. It's like, we got artists, we got a studio, we've got everything we need to make a movie. Let's make a movie. So I started developing the idea back in probably 22.
Wow.
Yeah, not 1922. 2022, and
Be interesting.
And which was interesting because it wasn't. When I started, I thought, this would be a lot of fun. And it wasn't until later somebody came to me and said, Donald's going to be turning 90 here in 24. And it's like, oh, that's perfect. It just fell into their laps. So.
Yeah, it was so great. I visit Mark's office a lot, and feel to listen to him again in this.
Well, to be able to hear an old friend and a mentor after 40 years again, how beautiful is that? And I've stayed in touch with the Nash family, all of them, and I talk to Ducky's daughter, Kay, about every 2 weeks. And I was very excited to call them and tell them that Dorothy and Mark were putting this together. And they, of course, were thrilled that their grandpa and dad's voice was going to be on the screen again. So I had Kay record a little greeting, which they'll play for you now.
Oh my God.
Hello, everyone. This is Clarence Nash's daughter, Kay. I want to thank you all so much for remembering my father during Donald Duck's 90th celebration. It's wonderful to hear Dad's voice tracks again in DIY Duck. It makes me and all the family very happy. Congratulations and thanks again.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donald. Tony, you should stand next to Donald. Thank you guys so much for coming and celebrating.
Big munchling Donald Duck here at the exit of the Quacktacular. So cute.
I'm good friends with you. Ready?
Disney Plus subscribers and gold members get this Disney Plus ear hat from the Disney Plus booth, and also the Great Pin Pursuit. Mine is much shorter today, so we're gonna grab the Disney Plus pin, see what else we can get. I don't think we'll be able to get all of them, but we'll see what we can get. Got my pin, then the Great Pin Pursuit lanyard logo, and then there's QR code to the website. So that was pretty easy. Getting in line for the Time Variance Authority Marvel Studios booth. It's a long line, but I think it'll be worth it. It looks pretty cool.
Come on down. Come on down. Hi, folks. Hello. Hi, folks. Hi. Better. Welcome to your TVA training. Right behind me is your orientation. Please remember not to touch anything or walk through any time doors. Good? Okay. Good? Good.
Hello folks, welcome. Come on in, plenty of space as long as we don't crowd this door right here. I shouldn't have to use a time cube like the previous group. Wow, you guys take much better instructions than them. Do not be afraid of the front of the room. It is just as dangerous as the back of the room. Come on in, folks. Welcome, welcome. All right, the orientation will begin as soon as the instructor arrives, which should be about 3, 2, 1. Here she is now.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Time Variance Authority, the organization that monitors all of time. Pretty important stuff, isn't it? I'm Miss Minutes, and I'm here to welcome you to your future, working here at the TVA. Now you may be wondering, what role is right for me? Am I an intellectual analyst or a brawny Minuteman? Do I belong on the judge's bench or in the archivist's file room? Great news, it ain't up to you. We've already chosen your future for you. You may see our Minutemen who'll keep you on the right path through our incredible facility. Feel free to look through our time doors, but don't go walking in, Daddy. You wouldn't want to break any rules on your first day at work, would you? Run along now. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, or you'll be pruned out of existence. Have a lovely day.
Okay, folks, you all heard Miss Minutes. Do not go through any time doors or you will be pruned. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you may disregard them. The TVA no longer considers you a figure of thinking. Congratulations and welcome.
Alright folks, welcome to the TVA. Come on in. Please don't go through any time doors.
Not sure if she is royalty or if she ain't royalty. Well, I was just double checking. We once got into trouble with a whole bunch of people that were royal. It was the sovereign. Stunned silence is enough. I get it. Well, listen, if you ever happen to run across any animal, at some point you discover whether they're royal or not. I'm not sure.
Thank you.
It's the best job. You get to touch everything.
Just made it through the Lorcana booth, which is very popular all weekend. They're handing out a D23 exclusive card for Lorcana, as well as a pin. So that was worthwhile. That line, we're towards the very end of the expo. It took like maybe 10 minutes total. And this is it. And they're opening it every 15 minutes, it seems. I think I'm gonna head over to the simulcast of the Honda Center for a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna make it to see the models of the new park stuff because the line's been closed off every time I pass by, and so if it's closed, there's really no way to go in. So That's unfortunate, but it's whatever. Two posters on the way out.
And the great generosity of that introduction deserves my acknowledging how important Bob has been in the work that I have done, and in a creative and business capacity, but he has also become a dear and trusted friend. Thank you. I'm very honored to be in the company of the other people that are being honored tonight. I'm really delighted and a little bit embarrassed by this, but I'm so very grateful. Thank you very much.
That should set the tone for the evening.
That'll do it for this year's D23, the first year of the Ultimate Disney Fan Event title, first year of the Honda Center. It was an awesome experience this year, miles better than my first experience 2 years ago, which was also really great. The Honda Center was definitely a big plus. I went Friday, Saturday night. Didn't even originally plan to come Sunday at all, but I found a ticket to the convention center about a month back, but didn't end up getting a ticket for the Honda Center tonight. But Friday and Saturday, the Honda Center was 10 out of 10 for sure. Cannot wait to come back in 2 years, hopefully, for the next one. Talk more on the Relive the Magic podcast this upcoming week about my entire experience once I have time to think through it a little bit more. There were a few small things. I mean, timing of presentations is really important, namely the Honda Center ones. They each went over an hour long, and so maybe figuring out a way to get a more accurate time in the schedule just to help, especially because it's late at night that they've been ending, and wasn't getting back to the room till 12 or 1 a.m. every night. But that's a minor thing, and standby queues were really great this year for presentations. Very few people got reservations, but that meant that pretty much you could walk into any presentation whenever you wanted, at least in my experience, which was a huge plus from last time. Anyways, that'll do it for me for D23 this year. Thanks so much for watching. More stuff will be coming to the YouTube channel soon from all the stuff this week. I have the full presentations of Marvel Animation, of the whole entertainment showcase, and the entire experiences and park showcase from the Honda Center on the YouTube channel as well. And so be sure to check those out if you haven't already. But thank you so much for watching. Have a magical day.